Yo, we back. You know what time it is, guys? Episode 12 of the Aggression Speed Run. It's going crazy. You already know. Let's get it fast, aggressive, tactical chess. The same stuff. We're going to blow through this, right? The opening repertoire is JOBAVA London with white, and then against D4 King's Indian, against E4 Black Lion. You already know, guys. We're just going to get this work. Here's the climb from 400 to 2,000. We are at the 700 plus rating right now. All right, 700 something. So we'll see where we're at. Chess should be fun, aggressive, fast, and let's begin. Here we go. First game, probably we got black. Okay, cool. So, all right, let's move this over, and here we go. We're gonna pre-move. Boom, D6 already. I'm going Black Lion, E4, probably D4 next. That's the usual stuff, and then we go Knight F6. Okay, cool. Knight F6, and we're gonna go Knight D7 and E5, which is our plan always in the Black Lion. Not even trying. He goes Bishop C4, Knight D7. I could play E5 too as well. You got to be careful with some weird tactics here sometimes. Okay, so he went D3. I am going to go E5. I go H6, Bishop E7, C6, stuff like this. Could have tried an F4. It went Bishop G5. So this one's pending, but we don't really care. I'm going to go C6 first. It stops anything going into D5. If captures, I'm going to take back with the knight. So now I'm going to go Bishop E7. Then I'm going to go Queen C7, H6, and Knight F8. Queen C7, all playable stuff. Well, usually I'll go if D4 happens. Sometimes if D4 happens, like there's this capture, and the bishop come around like this, hitting E5, which could be problematic. What I want, though, is H6, G5, Knight F8, Knight G6. Yeah, so we're just waiting. It's a waiting game. Okay, Queen D2. Perfect. We got to move. So H6, which hits the bishop. Now bishop can go back to H4. We got G5. Usually with a pawn on D4, or when this happens, like sometimes there's D4, takes, which is usual stuff in the opening, if like E4 with D4. When captures happens, this becomes a weak pawn. So when they go Bishop G5 and go around this way, E5 can be hanging in cases when I go Knight F8. But I can play G5 anyway, and after Bishop G3, I can go Knight F8 and not have to worry about. So now Knight F8, I don't have to worry about Knight takes E5. Because, again, if E4 and D4 was played, then there wouldn't be a second pawn here. So I wouldn't have to, I would have to capture back basically. So sometimes in the move orders, let's say that they did go for D4, which we'll show this in game review. After pawn takes, I would have to go Knight F8 first, then play G5 to meet Bishop G3 with Knight G6. So very deep understanding of Black Lion here, but after G5, now I could go Knight F8, and then I'm going to go Knight G6 next. If D4, we kind of transpose in a way, but the knight goes to G6, and after takes, I'm defending this pawn now. So let's see. There it is. Yeah, I see transpose. So D4, Knight G6. So now after takes, I take back with the pawn. Very strong ideas here. Looking good, feeling great. Takes, defending. So now, next up on the cards, Rook G8, Knight F4. Sometimes you can go Knight F4 immediately, especially if I'm playing a bullet game. I'm just literally instant moving. And that is not a move. That is not a move. We're going to take those, and then we're going to take back already winning. Already a dub. Black Lion. Okay, yeah, but he was just not supposed to play it like this. Like, he just gave us a piece. So, he just gave us a piece. All right, so now I'm just going to attack him. I'm going to go Bishop D6 here. I'm threatening mate. Well, not mate. It's like he can run away. Almost mate. Almost. It's not mate, but I'm threatening this. I want to provoke some weaknesses. So G3, maybe I'll go. I don't know. Where will I go next on G3? H5, H4. Oh, that's not going to work, boys and girls. We're going to take those. I don't even think twice about it. We're going to take there. And Bishop G3, Queen G2. Take. Like everything. Check. First to see where he goes. If King F1. No, I might have to check first. And takes. I love pre-moving like this. There it is. I thought he was gonna. If he went king e3, I would have changed up the creep move a little bit. Now let's go bishop e6. I'm just kind of playing bullet now. Okay, maybe not, because he has pawn e5, which would be a little annoying. Yes, we're just waiting. Easy dub for us. Let's go castle queenside, and I'm gonna push this next. Let's see if rook d1. Remember, you know, from previous episodes, some of the easiest stuff to do is trade. Trade when you're up, not when you're down. We're up material, so we're gonna trade, and we're gonna push this pawn. Push, push, lay pawn. Push again, and done. Home run. Play g4. Pawn takes, knight takes. Idea here or here. Here or here. Ooh, we've had this one before, huh, chat? Okay. Ha. Ha. It was knight of 2 before, like a identical mate. That's kind of crazy. And it was with the JOBAVA. Now with Black Lion, kind of the same mate. The same mate from previous episodes if you were watching. So that is quite cool to see. Black Lion strikes again. Let's see the game review. Be here. Before we go into our next game. Here we go. All right, 92.7 there. Nice. Okay, so here we go. E4, D6. The knight C3, knight F6, bishop C4, knight D7. All playable. So now D4 is the main move type of stuff, right? So I'm just going to fast forward. Like D4, E5, I just want to show you guys something. Takes, bishop G5, right, C6, knight F3, queen C7. Let's say castles, bishop E7, queen D2 or something like he played. Now H6, bishop G5. So now when I go G5 here, check this out. G5, bishop G3. Now I cannot move this knight. I cannot move this knight anymore. Engine says, you know, we're fine with this. But lion-wise, we can't go here because this pawn is straight up hanging on E5. Because there's no extra pawn here. So now, let's refresh and go back to, wait. I want to go to retry. I want to go. So, back to the game. He played D3, E5, right? Bishop G5. I go C6. Kind of the same thing overall. But after H6 now, and then G5, there is no pawn hanging because this pawn is here. So that's why D4 is a really crucial move for white to be playing. Knight to G6, now I kind of get what I want. Knight G8, or Knight G6. Knight F8, Knight G6, takes. And then he just blunders, double question mark. And then takes, and takes. And then very perfect line here. Guys, you just want to remember to know your move orders, right? Which is a big one. Know your move orders and know when to attack. Here, the rest was easy. Takes, jack, and then quite easy. Quite easy. Move orders matter, boys and girls. Move orders matter. Very nice game. Very nice game. Let's get to our next one. Let's get out of here. It'll be here. Okay. Next game. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. You know what time it is. Jar Jar Binks London, aka JOBAVA. Game aborted. He was not with it. He was not with it, boys. And then we get black. Come on. That's crazy. That's insane, actually. All right, we're back to Black Lion. Now, that was crazy, bro. He plays C3 immediately. Never seen that one. Let's go knight F6, attack the pawn. It's not really attacking the pawn because he has this check. Okay, he's going F3. I'm going to go E5. He's playing quick, too. I see he's playing fast. D4. Okay, knight D7. So a different kind of lion. He goes C6 quite early. I was annoyed with that bishop B5 before, so I'm gonna go C6. I'm gonna go C6. So now we take. So now the bishop can get out in some cases. I'm gonna go queen C7. Go here. So sort of Sicilian-like, especially if he goes B5. I can't end up taking and open up the file like this. I'm gonna go bishop E7. Okay, he's just pushing. He's moving quickly. I'm gonna go H6. I'm going knight F8 next. Knight f8 next. See what he does. So yeah, he's, a lot of pawn moves. A lot of pawn moves. You got to be careful moving so many pawns. He should be getting his pieces off the back rank. He goes a6, grabbing some space. I'm going to go knight f8. Take this time to bring the knight around. I can sometimes go knight e6 too in some cases, but I'm still going to go with the same stuff. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really stop me from doing what I want to do. Okay, we're going to go g5. I could have taken, but let's go knight g6 now. Just quick moves, okay? So we've seen this kind of idea before, bringing this knight around to g4. So should I take with the knight or the bishop? I actually win a pawn immediately, so I'm going to take with the bishop here, and then take here on e4. Now I take on e4, I grab a pawn. I think he can go bishop here. I move the knight back. He takes here, I take back, maybe queen d3. I might castle queenside here. Very dynamic opening. Maybe just king f7. Can you even defend that? King f7, king g6. So let's go back. Takes, queen d3, king f7. Yeah, should be fine. Bishop takes, pawn takes. Okay, takes. And then if queen d3, I actually have e4. I just saw this now. So he takes, I can castle. Actually, I'm already up a pawn. Remember, look at the pieces still in the back rank here. I'm looking at castle. So he goes h3. And I like this e4 move that I pointed out before. I don't have to worry about this pawn anymore. My next move is to go d5 and bring the queen this way. Right. Move orders matter, and obviously learning how to adapt in your game, basically here. Because we won in the lion, but he just pushed his pawns. Like, he barely developed anything. The bishop and the knight, he developed. Okay, now d5, like we talked about before. This is the move I wanted to play. I want to get castle next, bring the rook into the game. I want to castle first, just to see if he takes. Is he moving so quickly? Yeah, so he's just moving so fast. I'm going to throw in this check here. And then I'm going to take back with the rook. Actually, let's see where his king goes first. Because I might be able to throw in queen takes g2 check. Now rook takes. That's very nice. Oh, there's mate. Check, check, mate. Already, boys and girls. Already. We got ourselves another dub with the lion. Not even trying, baby. Come on. Two back-to-backs there with the lion. That was pretty nice. Now, let's do a quick game review. As he was just not, he was moving instantly, but he was moving so fast. Guys, don't move that fast. Unless you know what you're doing or you understand. That's 78 there? That's crazy. Oh, this is because I went with whatever I wanted. I had a miss, apparently, which was queen g3 check immediately. Yeah, but there was bishop here. I guess, I didn't really want to go down this route. I just wanted to keep it how it is, but all good. Let's see it from the beginning. e4, d6, c3. Okay, cool. Kind of unorthodox, but we follow our idea. Knight f6 hits the pawn. f3, we're defending this pawn. Generally, you don't want to defend this way unless you're going to castle queenside. So we go e5, he goes d4, and then he goes d5, grabbing some space. But he's making a lot of pawn moves, which means, yes, okay, he's grabbing some space, but he's going to be lagging in development. So I go c6. I remember in a previous game we had before, bishop b5 was annoying, so I just wanted to stop that. So now takes, and b4. I go queen c7. Could have played d5, but, you never know. You still could go a lion route, especially if white ends up castling, and we go with the same plan. Rook g8, h6, g5. Bishop goes here. Knight goes around like this. It's going to be nice to have this ready to go. Also, this diagonal, lots of times, is a very scary diagonal for white to be on with the king. So I'm going black lion anyway. a4, still pushing a lot of pawns. We're just developing our pieces. a5, h6. I still want a d5, but I want to play what I'm comfortable with. a6, knight f8, still going with what I'm comfortable with. g5, yeah, okay, I know we could have captured that, but I don't care to because I'm going with what I'm comfortable with, which is our lion setup. Knight f2, knight to g6, and then here, which blunders a pawn. Now I'm just going to take, and then take on e4. Bishop here, hitting both the knights. I'm just back up. He takes. And then if a queen d3 or c2 would happen, just to attack the weak pawn, not only do I have king f7, and then king here and hand, castle by hand, but I have e4, which is really strong. This pawn could be hanging in some cases if the queen moves, so he ended up defending. But I go e4. He made a lot of pawn moves, as you see here. Then finally develops a piece. But it's a little bit too late. When you develop a piece, you want it to go back and forth, meaning I developed this one, then that one. Get your pieces off the back rank. He developed one, and then immediately moved it again a second time. In fact, Capablanca has a book. Jose Raul Capablanca has a book called Chess Fundamentals. And I remember in that book, he said, you should refrain from moving a piece multiple times in the opening. Refrain doesn't mean never ever do. I don't never do it. It's just like try not to, right? So he, you know, moved this piece multiple times here, and then also the other pieces too. He didn't really develop. His king's still in the center. It's going to be a recipe for disaster. So I castle, I get out of the way. I could have played queen g3 check here and then take this, I guess, after bishop f2. But I wanted to castle first just to see what he did. Yeah, queen g3 I think was just better because I think he can just castle now himself, which he should have. But he takes on f6. I was just kind of playing the person rather than the board here. Sometimes you have to know I have intuition for that. But yeah, usually you should play the board rather than the person. But this guy was just moving so fast. I expected bishop takes f6, as we saw, and he did. He took, and then after check, the game is over. Rook takes, check again, and bishop d6. Check and mate, guys. You already know. Know your move orders. Very important, guys, to know your move orders and know when to adapt. So hopefully you enjoyed this one as well, as we got some more and more speedrun games to go, guys. We got to get up to 2K and above using the same openings in this speedrun. Guys, make sure you comment under the video. Make sure, let me know how you felt about this one and the other ones too as well. Watch the speedrun series. Subscribe if you haven't already, as we get to 100K subs, and make sure you answer the pinned comment in the comments, guys. Love you all. I'll see you on the next episode.